Hello there, and welcome back, you guys. Yes, you read that right. Blind bags are back, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and we'll dive right into it. For those of you not currently in the know, Halo Universe Series 3 blind bags have started popping up in stores throughout the Pacific Northwest and the Midwest of the United States. I'm not sure of any other areas of the US that are getting these. I don't think that they're popping up anywhere else outside of the US, but we are seeing cases of Universe Series 3 in stores. I personally have seen 6 cases on store shelves. I bought 2 3/4. This one's not a full case. This is a partial case. That's where these 3 figures came from. But these 2 are both full cases of 32 figures. These 2 cases also came from stores that had multiple cases on the shelf, so don't be afraid that I was buying all of the stock of everything. But no, there are still some available. This one came from a store that I bought everything, so yeah, I will admit to that. But both of these came from stores that still had some on the shelf when I left. I guarantee you somebody's going to go down in the comments and put down you bought all of them or something like that. I didn't buy all of them, like I said. I did leave some on the stores. Well, with the exception of that one, but we're not going to talk about that one. I did leave some on the store shelves when I bought these 2. These both came from different stores that had multiple cases available. And I do plan to sell off any of the extra figures, like extra Hell Jumpers, extra CQBs. I'm definitely going to try to sell those off because I don't need armies of those. As I referenced earlier, these 3 are 3 that I opened out of this case on the right. You will notice with this brute, he's got 2 weapons. That is how he came. He came with an extra spiker. Not sure why he was in there with it, so there's probably going to be somebody out there that has one that doesn't have any. And then getting double weapons is actually kind of rare. I posted this on Facebook, Discord. I've only seen one other person that commented saying that he's ever received 2 weapons with a blind bag figure, so it's not very common. If you've ever gotten that before, comment that down below. And with all that being said, we're going to go ahead and dive in. I'm going to open one of these cases fully on camera, and then the other 2 we're just going to hang on to. I'm not going to open those today. Those are going to be saved for future openings. But we'll go ahead and get started. And I did count. There are 32 in here. I did mix them up, so they're not going to be in the order that they would normally be in, so just be aware of that. But we'll go ahead and get the first one open, which is another Flood Brute. Nice, that is definitely the best one that we could have gotten. There's several great figures in here, and honestly, actually, really there's only one that's kind of a meh figure. The rest of these are all pretty great. So there we go. First, let's go with another one here. And, ooh, we got a Marine. This is actually the first of the Marines that I've ever gotten. I currently, before opening this one, I had only gotten these 7 here. I'd never gotten a Marine for some reason, but I finally got one. Well, it's probably because this guy's such a good army builder. That's probably part of the reason. So there is the Halo CE Marine. Get him up here. Perfect. So there is that. An assault rifle. Go ahead and do another one. I'll do the first 10 and then I'll kind of cut away, probably do a speed run, opening the rest of them. There's another Marine. So the Marines seem to be coming with their helmets off in the package. I don't know if that's something you need to know, but it's just kind of odd. I think that they'd be on there, especially since the Brutes are coming with their Flood tendrils already attached. Another one here. Got another Brute. Those are great. These are definitely the best 2 we could have gotten. Maybe the Elite. I do like the Elite, and I could definitely use the Brutes. The Elites and the Brutes, I definitely want to try to get more of those, which hopefully I will have. There's another one. There we go, something different. There's our Grunt. Orange Grunt. He's got a green stand. I don't remember off the top of my head if the stands represented something. Actually, it probably does represent what the rarity is. So I don't know off the top of my head. I probably should have looked into that. Another one. What we got? We got another Grunt. Okay, and we're back. Sorry, some technical difficulties there. Open another one. See what we get. Got another Grunt. Oh, this guy's missing an arm. There it is. Maybe. Hold on. Go together. There we go. So what do you guys think about the Universe Series 3 restocking? Kind of an odd one to restock, because if I remember right, didn't Infinite Series 5 come out before or after this one? So wouldn't that be the one to restock since it's the most recent? I don't know. There's our first Jega. And I do already have one of these. And he has the robotic arm, doesn't he? Yeah. Robotic arm with swivel, something that Cat doesn't have. Let's see, where are we at? 2, 4, 8. We're gonna open 2 more, and then we're gonna cut and do a speed run. Another Flood Brute. Another question for you guys. If Mega was to do another Universe Series blind bags, what would you guys want to see in there? The Marine. So I definitely like getting army builders in the blind bags. I don't like getting named characters at all. So like Jega, not the best figure we could have gotten. It's not a terrible way to get him, especially if they make him the rare, the chase, or whatever they call him. Oh! Another double weapon. Look at that. Look at that. That's another one. So I gotten 2 of the figures that have had double weapons. Then within 24 hours, I've gotten 2 double weapons. So that's pretty crazy. 2 rifles there, because I had that Brute out of the other case that had 2. One more real quick, and then I'm going to cut and do a speed run opening, probably most of them. So there's another Marine. We're still missing the Elite, the Brute, Halo 2 Brute, and the CQB Spartan. So there's that. Okay. Alright, I'm going to cut. I'm going to do a speed run opening a bunch of these. So we only got like 1 or 2 figures out. We ended up getting a Jega, another Jega, but this one having a foot QC issue, unfortunately. So this left foot's not one to stick down to studs. So fortunately got the shrunken foot syndrome. So that's sad, but we did get another Jega. Real quick, you guys, we're now at the point where we have at least 1 of every figure. We currently have 5 Flood Brutes, 5 Marines, 3 Grunts, 2 Jagas, 3 Brutes, 4 Elites, 1 Hell Jumper, and 1 CQB. And we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 left to go. We'll go ahead and just do the last 4 on a regular video, not as a time speed. So we got a Hell Jumper here. Here. There is the Hell Jumper. We have 3 more to go. There's a CQB. Him all assembled up and with his friends. Get those out of the way. 2 more. So we got another CQB. Okay. There's that. And we got 1 last one. Go ahead and comment down below what you think the final figure will be. Got Tan Stand, and it's another Flood Brute. Go ahead and get him all assembled. So that was definitely a good one to get, and I think this one, I could be wrong, but I think this one's an extra, because I think we should have had 5 Hell Jumpers. So, no complaints here from me. So that's what we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Flood Brutes, 5 Marines, one of which having that extra weapon, which is always great. 3 Grunts, 2 Jagas. The 1 Jaga has a QC issue, unfortunately. 3 Brutes, 4 Elites, 4 Hell Jumpers, and 5 Spartan CQBs. Here is the list of characters and their commonality. So for commons, you had the Marine, Hell Jumper, CQB, Elite, and the Flood Brute. For the rares, you had the regular Brute, the Grunt, and then for the ultra rare, you've got the Jaga figure. Now that we got all of the figures out, let's go ahead and rank these guys in my personal opinion, which will probably differ from yours. We're going to start off in 8th place with the Hell Jumper. He's just the least exciting to me. Nothing really stand out about him. He's just a green Spartan. That's about it. As for prints, you've got black on the chest for the knife, and then for the helmet, you've got kind of that purplish pink visor. It's like a metallic purple, and then you've also got a gray outline for the visor. And that's going to be all of his prints. No additional prints on the shoulders or chest other than the knife. And as for weapon, he's got the Hydra in light gray, which is a very uncommon color for weapons these days. And the Hell Jumper also has a black stand. He's the only figure in the series with a black stand. 7th place, I'm going to give that to the Active Camo Jaga, just because he's a named character and he's kind of locked into only being Jaga. You couldn't just say that this is a regular Elite, because he is very clearly supposed to be Jaga. You know, if this was this Elite in Active Camo, that's a whole nother story, but unfortunately it's not. It is a named character. I personally dislike getting named characters in the Blind Bag series. I would rather get generic army builders here, but it is what it is. He's going to get 7th place, even though the actual figure himself is relatively good. Overall, he's not the best one you could be getting in the series. I'm going to award 6th place to the Orange Grunt, just because he's a generic Orange Grunt. Going off of what I just said with Jaga, that should be the opposite of that, but you know, he is a generic grunt, and there are multiple ways to get a hold of this exact figure, maybe with slightly different skin tone, but the orange grunt is very common, and there are multiple ways to get a hold of it, so that's why he's ranked a little lower than some of the other army builders. He's going to come with a Needler in purple, and then he's got a green stand. 5th place, I'm going to award to the CQB Spartan. He ranks a little bit higher just because he's got a lot more going on to him. He is the first CQB Spartan on new articulation we ever got, which is kind of odd because we got about 10 on old articulation. But he is the first new articulation CQB. He also comes with a printed weapon in the Blind Bag series, which is also relatively rare. Only like 3 or 4 other instances of just getting a printed weapon here, but we did get one. So he's got that red stripe. And then the CQB armor in black. No other printing other than the gold for the visor. And he also has a white stand. 4th place, I'm going to award to the Marine. This is a Halo CE style of Marine here. He's a good generic army builder if you're trying to build an army of Halo CE style Marines. Other than that, he's got a gray assault rifle and a tan stand. And he's a good army builder. Got an arm popping off. Uh-oh. That's no bueno. No bueno at all. Let's pop that back in there. There we go. There is your Marine. He gets 4th place. 3rd place, I'm going to award to the Brute. He's a Halo Wars, Halo 2 kind of armor style for a Brute. He's got purple armor, and then he's got a silver Brute shot with a green stand. But I'm going to give him the 3rd place spot just because I think the other 2 figures work a lot better, or are better to get. That just leaves 1st place and 2nd place. In 2nd place, we're going to go with the Flood Brute. I could be like everybody and give him 1st, but I'm actually not going to do that because I actually kind of like the Elite more. So he gets 2nd place. He's still a great figure, good army builder. I'm glad that I got 6 more of them. Actually, I've got 8, 9. I think I have 9 of them now, if I remember right. Maybe 10. I don't know. Hopefully I got more of them coming, but that is great for doing some Flood mocks that I might do. But we're going to talk about our 1st place winner being the blue Halo CE Elite. He is great with the most prints out of all the figures in the series here. You got black on the chest, you got light blue on the chest as well, you've also got black on the helmet. And he also comes with the new mold for the plasma rifle, which, although I do own a few of these figures already, I don't currently own one of the plasma rifles because the figures that I bought all came from China without weapons. And then he also has a gray stand. At the end of the day, it's still a pretty good lineup of figures. You got 3 from the UNSC, 3 from the Covenant, 1 from the Banished, and then 1 from the Flood. for the most part, other than I'd say these two figures, the rest of these are all phenomenal, and I would like to get multiples of pretty much all of them. Maybe not the CQB, but these 5 here, I'll take as many of them as I can get a hold of. The other figures are all still great, and like I said, I definitely plan on selling off extras of these 3, so just pay attention to that. I'll probably drop a link to that later on or something like that once I've got them up for sale. But overall, great series. If you can get a hold of them, go check your stores lately because they're popping up pretty much everywhere, at least in the Pacific Northwest and the Midwest. If you're finding them elsewhere, go ahead and comment that down below for others to know where to start looking. Other than that, I got nothing else for you guys. Go ahead, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and you have yourself a great rest of your day.